I have a quick beer update to share with you, and this one is looking pretty bad for the Alberta NDP. On Tuesday, both Steam Whistle, based in Ontario, and Great Western Brewery, based in Saskatchewan, were granted injunctions on the second markup scheme that the NDP implemented in August. This means that those breweries don't have to pay the increased markup fee that went up to $1.25 for all breweries, regardless of product origin. This is actually the second injunction that Steam Whistle has been granted as a result of the NDP's unconstitutional markups, meaning that they're illegal under the Constitution. The first was granted as a result that Steam Whistle claimed the taxes were implemented unfairly. Breweries outside of only British Columbia, Alberta, and Saskatchewan were subject to increases to $1.25, which they deemed as a disadvantage. Once that injunction was granted, the NDP changed the system again to avoid the lawsuit. At that time, they increased the markup to $1.25 for every brewery, regardless of origin, as I mentioned. But they also brought in a grant program for Alberta breweries only, which reimburses them the cost of the increased taxes. This is also being claimed as a disadvantage by both breweries, and the courts seem to have leaned slightly in their favor by granting the injunctions. Great Western Brewery says that this doesn't mean that they'll roll back their prices immediately. Instead of the $1.25 per liter, they'll pay 48 cents, which was what they paid before the second change in the tax system. The court cases are just another indication of how terrible trade barriers are. And the root of the problem is the government. Free trade is the main goal, but reaching that goal is a long way off because pushing it through the courts can take years to accomplish. The NDP are also facing an agreement on internal trade challenge due to their illegal tax and grant system, which is a much shorter process. That challenge was launched by the Canadian Constitution Foundation and local importer Artisan Ales. So far, that adds up to 3 challenges, and I certainly expect more to come. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas. Interprovincial trade barriers result in billions of dollars lost to the Canadian economy. Click below to sign my petition at beerfreedom.ca to show your support for free trade in Canada.